We can call this message today looking through a different lens. Healing through the hurt and loving in the pain. Healing through the hurt and loving in the pain. If someone really hurt you, I'm talking about really hurt you, not just offended you, but really hurt you, personally hurt you, could you heal from it? Could you heal from it? Because I see some people out there that were hurt years ago, and still holding on to the pain. Still holding on to the pain like it happened yesterday. But then I see others who went through something and they end up stronger. They end up more confident, more content. We've all heard it, right? No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. But what happens when it seems like it's all pain and no gains? What happens when it seems like it's all pain and no gains? Anybody in the house today? Anybody feel me? But what is the purpose of the pain? What is the plan with the purpose? See, in the book of James, it says this. Check this out, you guys. I'm starting to think that maybe it's the lens that we're looking through. Because it's an option. It's a choice that we make. Consider it a pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds. Because you know that testing of faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete. That you may be mature and complete. Consider it a pure joy. So if he's saying consider it a joy, that means we have a choice. That means we have an option to consider it a joy. Or like most of us do, consider it a curse. Why is this happening to me? Why me? Why me? Why? But we're being told consider it a pure joy. I think it's the lens that we're looking through. I've heard people say a lot, God hates me, God cursed me. That's why it happened to me. First off, you're responsible for most of your own actions, and you're the ones who take your own actions. And get yourself in a lot of stuff. It's not God. You knew that wasn't the right person, but you didn't want to be lonely. They did it to you multiple times before, but you keep going back. You know how it makes you feel or how it gets you in trouble, but you still do it. You promise, I'll never do it again. But here we are. See, it's not always God's fault. It's not always God's fault. But you don't understand. He could have stopped it. God could have stopped that. He could have prevented it. He could have stopped it. He probably tried. He probably gave you 100 different options and opportunities, but he didn't take one of them. You did not take one of them. Not God, but you did not take one of them. See, God doesn't hate you. He actually really loves you. So much that he gave his son. He loves you so much that he gave his son, his only son. Now, for new believers, when I say that he gave his only son, yeah, I think it could be kind of hard to understand or maybe not get it. So check this out. Father has a son and a daughter, and he asks them not to do one thing out of respect, but more than out of respect for their own good, These kids look like him, were created to live with him and have a relationship with him. These kids one day were tricked and did the one thing the dad asked them not to do. Not only out of respect, but because it wasn't good for them. Not that he was trying to hold something back or not let them have the greatness of it, but it wasn't good for them. Now these kids are taken to prison and have separation from their father. First, it's a little bit hard. The Father knows a few ways for us to have a relationship with Him, for Him to take care of us while we're in this prison. For Him to take care of us while we're in this prison. He gives us a few ways to stay clean, be able to talk with Him and see Him, to have that relationship with Him. But the problem is, we've been in prison so long that the prison's starting to feel normal. Starting to feel like home. We're starting to forget all that the Father has for us. The life outside of the prison. No worries, no pain, no sorrows, no hurt, no death. But our home, our family, our loved ones. Let me say that again. No worries, no pain, no sorrow, no death. But our home, our family, and our loved ones. We've been in prison for so long. The opportunities we've had to talk with the Father and to see our Father now seem like laws and rules and expectations. Now they all seem like laws and rules and expectations, things we have to do. One more thing I have to do in this prison, in this life, in this body. So maybe it's our lens, maybe it's our outlook. Maybe it's what we want it to be. Maybe it's what we want it to be. What's my expectation of what should happen? What's my expectation of what should happen? Couple examples. Oh, great, here we go again, right? Oh, great, here we go again. Someone hurt me 10 years ago. Now everybody in the world wants to hurt me. Now everybody wants to hurt me. Everybody's coming after me and wants to do the same thing. I can't have a normal relationship because every relationship or friendship or anything that I get in, I know they want to hurt me. I know they want to hurt me. I know they want to hurt me. What if everyone isn't trying to hurt you, but your reactions leave you hurt? But your reactions, the way that you react and act and think, and the way you've been conditioned is the thing that actually hurts you, because what is actually happening, that person's not trying to hurt you, but you're actually pushing them away. They're not trying to hurt you, but you're pushing them away. So what if it's not that everyone's trying to hurt you, but your reactions leave you hurt? See, I told you, they did it again. They did it again. They did it again. I knew they were going to do that. Are you that plan for the worst and hope for the best? Is that you? Plan for the worst and hope for the best. That was me for a long time. Actually, until last night when I started to write this, and then I started to think about it. I had to change my mindset, change the way that I started to think, change the way that I was conditioned. Because I plan for the worst and hope for the best. Think about that real quick. Think about that statement. Plan for the worst. Why would you plan for the worst? Why? Why not plan for the best and pray for the rest? Plan for the best and pray for the rest. Let's finish the verse of James real quick and see what it says, because there's some little nuggets here at the end you guys need to catch. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. If any of you lack wisdom, you should ask God. If you lack wisdom, ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault. He's not looking for fault. He's not looking to hate you or looking to accuse you of something. He's not looking for fault, and it will be given to you. But when you ask, this is the important part right here. But when you ask, catch this right here. But when you ask, you must believe and not doubt. So if you're asking God for something, you must believe it and not doubt it. Because the one who doubts is like a wave in the sea, blown and tossed by the wind. That person should not expect to receive anything. That person should not expect to receive anything from the Lord. Woo! Such a person is double-minded and unstable in all that they do. So what if it's not the circumstances, but our lens, our outlook, the way that we're seeing it, the way that we're projecting it to be? Let perseverance finish its work, so that we may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. You know, the beginning in 2021, That verse would have not made much sense, or it actually would have rubbed me really wrong. I've heard it before and it actually rubbed me wrong. Consider it all joy, right? Consider it all joy. Man, don't forget that's an option, because he's telling us to consider it. He's not telling us do it, consider it. That's an option. We have an option how our outlook is. We have an opportunity. There's another way to put it. We have an opportunity. So 2021, that would have rubbed me wrong. But a year later, I can't wait for the perseverance to finish, to have grown and matured. I've grown and matured so much. I feel so much more complete. To be honest, I'm really content and complete and not lacking anything. Can't wait for the perseverance to finish. Because know it's not done, but from where I was to where I am today, can I get an amen? It's like the living word. It's like spoken truth to me. What was dead is now alive. Dry bones rattling. Me coming back to life. I'm sick of being double-minded, sick of praying empty prayers, sick of doubt, sick of fear, sick of the same thing year after year. We've been conditioned to be victims, to live by fear, controlled by others' thoughts and opinions, double-minded, praying in doubt, planning for the worst. Look at our cup as empty and broken, not considering it a joy, but seeing everything as a struggle. Seeing everything as a struggle. No growth, no maturity, not feeling complete, feeling empty, and like something's missing. Wow. But I challenge you. I challenge you to give yourself options. I challenge you to give yourself options, because consider it to give yourself options. It doesn't have to be this or that. It could be a blessing or a joy. It doesn't have to be this or that. It could be a blessing or a joy. It's your outlook, the way you see it. Growth time, baby. That's what it is. It's growth time. Sometimes there's pain in the promise, hurt in the hope, happiness in the happening, breakthrough in the blizzard, and freedom in the choice. What God offers is an open invitation to be set free. An open invitation to be set free. He promises peace beyond all understanding. Peace beyond all understanding. Man, you just went through a huge storm. You just went through hell. Why are you happy? Why are you okay? Why are you stronger? Why are you content? Woo. Philippians 4:12-1. Know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. Wow, that's Paul in prison, man. He's in prison. Church Philippi just sent him some money to help him out with his legal issues. And he's saying, hey, it's all good. I appreciate it. But I'm content either way. I'm good with God. Sometimes it's about contentment. A lot of times that's based off our expectations. Or what we've conditioned ourselves to think through circumstances. Or about circumstances. What's our expectation of this circumstance? So if this happens, we expect that to happen, which most of the time it's us making that happen. So remember, consider it all joy. When our faith is being tested, consider it all joy. I thank you, God. Consider it all joy. I'm going to faith it until I find it. I'm going to faith it till I find it. Consider it all joy. Woo!